A good mental health involves the balancing of the emotional, psychological, and social well-being of an individual. It's about how you handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. However, psychiatrists such as Dr. Grace Ijarugbe say, aside from substance abuse, there are other factors that can tilt this balance.
We begin to look at emotionally destructive things in the environment, okay? So news of maybe some kind of catastrophe, and then even back at home, things happen in the environment like lack of food, poverty, unsafe environment. A person can be within the house and will feel threatened, not safe.
It happens when people mourn, when they lose maybe people that are dear to them. You see people now mourning years, you understand? So that's when you start talking about mental health issue, when it's now becoming too persistent. But if it's just a brief thing and you can see the cause, then you don't say there's any mental health issue.
So, what are the red flags that could point to a deteriorating mental health?
This is an individual that has always been maybe an executive, dresses well, comes to work early, very pleasant, laughs with others. Early signs is that this person may become very withdrawn. Then for people who live with them at home, they would have noticed that these individuals are not sleeping. Sleep is usually a very early sign of mental distress. Or they may answer a call that you know that everybody around says, nobody called you here. And they keep, coming and say, maybe you called or something. They should go out and see the doctor. Nobody should keep them at home. I want us to focus also on our religious background in this environment. We're very religious people. Most likely that person will be told, wow, you heard people's voices within here. We need to see a spiritualist. So most of the people that will come to the hospital eventually, they've made these long rounds.
When these signs manifest, it's time to seek proper medical care.
People with mental illness are supposed to go to mental health institutions like Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital. We have mental health departments in the teaching hospitals. Because when they get there, they see the people, the specialists, the people that are actually trained to give them the required services. Now, the issue of stigma. Stigma is a big problem in mental health. Understand? And stigma is actually adding to the problem of mental illness. Understand? It's increasing the burden.
Demystifying mental health disorders and tackling social stigma are some of the ways to improving mental health in Nigeria. It's all about everyone getting involved. Yomi Otaigbe reporting for Channels Television News.